All right, all right. Grace and peace. Salute, salute. We are here. Shout out to the watchers, subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you. I saw knowledge and relationships is in the building. Salute. So, guys, today I'm going to be doing all signs for the month of, or rather for the sign of Aquarius. So, all you Aquariuses, woohoo! I'm so excited for you guys. Um, my Aquarius sits in my first house, so I totally can understand you guys' cuckoo-ness. Now, how I'm going to break did I get the right folder? How I will be breaking down the signs will be through the elements. All right, so first up, Aquarius, right? Because it's going to be their birthday now. And that element comes after Aquarius will be Gemini and then Libra. And then I will break all the elements all the way down that way. My beauty queens in the building. Yay! Salute. I keep missing your program. But I catch like the replays. So let's see, hold on, because I had my notes today written out, and of course, just as I'm doing that. Okay, yeah, here we go. Also, I'm doing this little fun thing for us from started yesterday up until February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'll be doing little shorts or reels if you're on IG of just romance. So, I know I usually just put regular reading. Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, that's why. I'm like, sometimes I'm in La La Land at that time. So what I'll be doing is just doing the readings of strictly romance, whether you're in a relationship or not, or you're looking to see if you might be coming into a relationship, or you're just having a relationship with yourself, right? I've had to do some readings, and some people who shall remain nameless, my family, didn't want to hear you got to work on yourself. Didn't want to hear you got to show love for yourself. The love that they want is what they got to give to themselves, right? So, when I do these readings, let's not get too caught up with, oh, I don't have, and oh, I wish, or, whatever your situation is, fit that into your life. If it doesn't make sense for you, then don't put it there. If you want it to make sense for you, but it's not tangible to be there, don't put it there, right? Like, don't start living in La La Land either. Pisces people. be off in another world, just be thinking about things. I love y'all, but y'all just go off with it. Okay. So also, how I break these down, again, as I said, is through the elements. So air signs are up first, water signs will be next, fire signs, and then earth signs. Okay. I did it in the order of when the next zodiac sign is up to for its birthday. That's how I operate. Also operate with your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, or your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Why? Because those 4 aspects in your calendar, in your natal chart rather, are the most important, right? Your sun is the day that you were actually born on. But there was a moon that happened. There was a moon phase that was happening during that time as well. It doesn't matter if the moon was, it would be moon in Taurus, right? But you were born in July, right? So I'll give you a synapse or a snippet of what my chart looks like. So I was born July, so that's 7, right? July, but closer to, not a cusp, but closer to the Leo sign. I'm 2 days shy of being off the cusp of Leo, right? But my moon, that sign that was in my moon when I was born was Taurus, the sign Taurus. So my moon is in Taurus. The sign that was rising over the sun, horizon over the sun, is my rising sign, and that sign was Aquarius. All right. The moon gives you your emotions. It keeps you what's in depth. Your intuitiveness, your secretness, the private life of you, right? Whereas the sun is you in all its glory, or people know you to be this way, right? The rising sign is kind of like the sun sign, where people, know who you are, and they see this figure of you, but there's a mask there in some ways. So it's hiding and it's protecting that inner you until they get to know you closely. Your Venus has to do with your love. And depending on what planet that was, whatever sign that was sitting in that Venus the day that you were born, that's where you resonate, and that's where the love. Also, Venus has to do with money. Old dog is in the big Philly. Old dog's in the building. Salute, OG. Thanks for coming through. That's my good brother OG. Salute to you. So yeah, Venus has to do with money as well. So yeah, while it talks about love, it also has to do with the money. And Leo happens to be where Venus was for me the day I was born. Okay, so I think I got those covered. I don't want to go too much into all that. There's great websites that you can go to look up where to find your natal chart. Also numerology. I also like to dive in and work with numerology. I did get a book over the weekend. Hold on a second, and I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so the book that I purchased, I went to Nicholas Bookstore on Saturday. They had a great lecture there with Black Dot and Blue Pill. For those who know, the esoteric side of me, the esoteric things. They go on shows like Black Magic's 363. And these brothers are great, think tankers. They talk everything from, esoteric, they talk religious, they talk science, they talk political. So anyway, I got out to go there. Got to meet our brother Ra Blackstorm, who's a YouTuber as well, but he deals with the occult side. You guys seen him come up here on this panel. Anyway, this book is called Sexual Astrology. Yes, I had to get it. Now, don't ask me how Taurus is, intimate spot is supposed to, what gets it all going. I'm not going to read all that out here. This book is steamy. I'm like, what? So much too. There's some stuff in here that they could have left out. Like, really, the inhibitions of certain people is just wild. Like, you want to do what with a banana? You want to do what with a what? Some guys like any hole will do just fine. What are you talking about, sir? So, it's written by somebody named Martine. I don't know what their ethnic background is, but I mean, clearly there are some sick puppies out there that do a lot of fetishing of a lot of weird things. But this is for me a guidebook, also just to know, because I do have another a love book, love zodiac book, right? And I showed you guys once this before for melanated people, and gift giving and what you should, what your partner may like and may not like and stuff. I might bring that out probably on Valentine's Day. And this book is good, as far as, sign by sign. So, if you're a Cancer, it breaks down females, it breaks down male, breaks down what what the male may be interested in. Cancers. One reason for Cancer woman's retentiveness is that she treasures her past. She will prefer to live there if possible. Yes. And if she had any belief in the occult, she may actually think she did live there in some previous incarnation. I sure do. So this kind of is spot on. And then it talks about, if you are a Libra man, shout out to Maybach. And Libras and Cancers actually don't do quite well together in a marriage. Cancers stay at home. Libra likes to wander. Cancers are practical and thrifty. Libras are impulsive. I can see that with Maybach. and likes what money will buy. Not much compatibility here. Deeply affectionate, trusting Cancer will be shocked by Libra's shallow emotions and inconsistency. A tolerable affair, an intolerable marriage. So that's a little snippet there. So anybody, like I said before, once upon a time, I said it a couple of weeks ago, ladies. While yes, Pisces are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you want the most romantic, the most attentive, and you have to see if you're compatible with Pisces. But what I'm saying is, that's your dream boyfriend. Even if that's to start off with, and you don't think that's going to end off right, they can get a little stalker-ish, but it's a harm. There's levels to stalkishness, right? Like, you won't have to call the cop. Yeah, I don't know, scratch that. I'm having flashbacks of my dad. So only because he didn't listen, But what I'm saying is that they are ideal boyfriends. They want to know you. They want to get to know you better. They'll listen. They love to listen to you. They sit intently. They just fantasize about you. You could be sitting right there, and then they'll just be like, "You look so good just talking." And then you'd be like, "You heard me? Yeah, you were saying you wanted to take the garbage out." That's not what I said. I said Pakistan's acting crazy. So yeah, that's the particular sign that will really be most of the they can be a little overbearing because they have a clinginess to them that it's only because they want to be around with their person. So we'll talk more. Hurricanes in the building. Salute. That's my, I'm giving shameless plugs to Pisces. All right. So I deserve nice little things, Pisces, for putting you on. Also, last thing before I go into reading, there is a Chinese New Year for those who are interested, for those who do celebrate that. And it is in the year of the dragon. That is masculine energy, and the Chinese deal with elements as well. So this year is the wood or earth. All right. And how do you find what zodiac sign you are? Because the Chinese zodiac goes by years, not by the way we do in the Western society. So if you were born in 1976, such as myself, I am the year of the dragon. I am not a wood dragon, I am a fire dragon. So I'm like top dog there. But being that it's in wood can cause some hurdles going along this year for me. Financially be okay, but certain parts of the year might be there'll be little hills and valleys, okay? Other signs that would be good, that will be making it, are the pigs, the monkeys, and the snakes. And they're good to partner up with, especially if you are a dragon. They're good to partner up with, financially speaking. All right, you can work together and get some stuff going, and boom, business starting or what have you. So pigs and monkeys. Snakes hit number one because it's a pantheon. Then there's the storytelling of which animal hits the race first, and they themselves become the most successful. And it goes from year to year. So it starts February 10th up until January 2025, right? Yeah. So year to year. And you can go onto any website again and find out what, all you need to know is what year you were born, and it gives you the sign. However, if you were born like September 1977, that would probably put you into a snake. You might just have missed a cutoff in between of the signs there. They don't go by cuspes like the way we do. So you a snake, you a snake. All right, and Chinese goes by years. As I said, they each have an element. So wood right now is the dragon, the wood dragon. Then they have water, fire, metal, winds, and air. Right, and these deal with also masculine and feminine energy. So it's not about gender for them, it's the energy. So the dragon is a masculine energy, but because wood is there, that makes it double masculine. If this was a water dragon, this would have made a feminine dragon, and they go by yin and yang instead of saying masculine and feminine, right? Yin and yang. That's the balance. That's the duality. All right. So that's a tidbit of that. So look for that to come out. I find it very interesting. I subscribe to that kind of stuff. So, All right. Now, for all that have been waiting very patiently, we're going to go ahead, and I will try not to read a little too much into the charts, because there are 12 zodiacs here, right? So I don't want to do too many clarifying if I don't need to. But I will throw in a romance reading, even though I'm doing romance readings on the side right now. Again, and this is to make a clear distinction and a clear note that I am not doing personal readings right now. I'm not doing private readings at all until further notice. So if you want to get a love reading, you can catch me on February 14th, where I'll be doing mini love readings for $5 yes or no questions, $15 if you want a little extensive reading like that. Other than that, I'm not doing the private readings, but it will be up here. So it's not going to be really private. What else? So yes, you're going to get your card. You'll get a romance, and then a wisdom oracle to end out all signs, right? We'll get some letters in here to see who your person is. We'll see what's going on. and then we'll push it moving. Remember that these are timeless. You can come back to it at any point. It could be something that can be regarding some time in the near future, so keep that in mind. If you see a card that has a gender on it opposite of yourself, don't get hung up on that. It's about the energy, not the gender. Okay. But if you happen to be a woman and you see a card that has a woman on it, then that's obviously, then that card makes more sense for you. All right. Take a sip of some tea. And let's get this show on the road. Let me light up some Palo Santo. Whoop. First up is Aquarius. Again, don't get me to telling you what day they start and what day they end. I get lost on that. But just know that they're peculiar little people as well, like the Sagittarius. They are the humanitarian, they like to help others out. They like to be a part of the world. But they also like to not be a part of the world and just be in seclusion and hermit time. And they like to do a lot of that studying, that esoteric studying, that science fiction studying, probably read science fiction. Also, they have some nostalgic ways about them. Word on the street is with Aquarius, they are a little, get down, if you know what I mean. All right. So Aquarius is the water bearer. Sometimes the card has a female on there. Again, take it how it is, but it's spreading information. Also, Aquarius has to do with technology. You're hearing a lot of buzzwords of age of Aquarian right now, or Pluto in Aquarian and things of that nature. It just means that there's a lot of shit going to happen, and it's not all going to be that good. But yes, out of a birth, if you've ever seen a woman give birth, it's not pretty. It doesn't smell good, right? And so therefore something new is being ushered in so that something beautiful can be born. And yeah, that's what's happening with this age of Aquarian thing. All right, let's see what Aquarius has going on. Oh, and shout out to my Wally. He helps me figure out some stuff, and he's my little tech guy. And I appreciate him for that. So I was like, how do you make this happen? Okay. So bye goes Foxy Moon, up goes Aquarius. Woo! So that lets me know and lets everybody else know, what sign is she on? Did she read it already? Boom. It is on the chart. It's on the screen there. So perfect. Thank you, Wally, for helping me figure this out. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising with Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for their birthday season, for their birthday month? That card came out quickly. And you got the Knight of Wands here. Okay, so fire energy. Middle of the deck is the Five of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Aquarius, you could be going through a initiation right now, a spiritual initiation. Okay, the dark night of the soul, if you ever heard that. If you don't, look it up. But basically, it's always about things that are happening in your life. You're letting them go. I feel like you're going into some type of tribal getaway where you could be getting initiated, ashkawasha or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce that, but definitely there's a new way of life for you, Aquarius. The four wands that I'm seeing here also have to do with home. Okay, so there could be a purifying and a clearing up at your home. Maybe that's what you need to do, all right, instead of paying more attention at work, or your attention being taken away from you elsewhere. It's the paying attention at home. There could be a horse totem that you have been seeing lately, or has been showing up in a dream, or something random and vivid. Could be a stuffed animal. That's just letting you know you got to get going. You got to start on your self-worth. All right. And nights move, semi fast depending on which particular element that the night has. So for you, Aquarius, it's moving to the beat of your own drum, but possibly either clearing out your house. I feel like there's a lot of stuff there that you need some renewal on. Okay. And that's pretty much what I see there. All right, family, maybe you can get family to help you with clearing out some stuff. All right, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, let's see what's going on in the love department. What's going on with Aquarius in the love department? That was quick. All right, you got honeymoon in reverse with make an effort, middle of the deck. And bottom of the deck is romantic feelings. Okay, so this could be a single Aquarius where you might have had a bad breakup, and things are left disarray, and you got things laying all over the house. That collects energy, believe it or not. It collects this unwanted energy there. So maybe starting to gather up the piles that are sitting in corners, either bagging them up and throwing them out. If there's somebody else's, then letting them know, like, look, you got 24 hours to pick up your bag, or they're going in the incinerator, right? Or just bagging them, putting off to the side, but mopping your house down with some cleansing fluids, but that have ritualistic ingredients in there, like Florida water. You can use what's that other one, lemon, what is that, nasty, stinky, it smells like it's the alkaline, you know what I mean. Just make sure that you have your house clean. You're coming into the spring. Wands do represent spring as well, so just decluttering and taking care of your home at the moment. Okay, what else? Yeah, we got the runner here and lightning. All right, so yeah, there could have been a bad relationship, and therefore the person's out. All right, no talking, and we got the mask. You see them for who they are. You keep it pushing, but right now, Aquarius, the main thing to do is clean. You have to clean your mind, body, and soul from this relationship. Is all that is needed. And if it means you leaving somewhere on a retreat to get to have that type of cleansing, then so be it. All right, let's see who the initials are, please. All right, you got H and T. H and T. All right, Aquarius. So those are your letters. That's your message. Let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, you get the bad rap of being two-faced, and but you're the twin. You're the twin of the zodiac. So of course some things that you're gonna say is gonna sound sideways, because one minute you're saying something, the next minute it's like, huh? That's Gemini. Also, they are the air signs. They are the thinkers as well. Mutable. Aquarius is the fixed sign, so it's harder for Aquarius to budge. That's probably why there's a lot of stuff left around the house that they need to clean up, because they're just like, I'm not going to budge. I'm just not cleaning up. Okay, no problem, Aquarius. So meanwhile, Gemini, um, in Gemini, your birthday is what, the end of May going into June. Yeah. So apparently there are two Geminis, two different, the Mays are differently, there's a distinction between the Mays and the June Geminis. Something like a Pisces, there's like two or three more signs that are like that you can tell, like, oh nope, that's not a Cancer. Like a Cancer, a June Cancer and a July Cancer are pretty much the same. Same thing with Leos. Leos are in the end of Cancer season, going into Leo season, like July and August. I would say the August Leos have a little more fire to them, but it's the same energy. But a Gemini and a male Gemini in June as opposed to May, yeah, there's a difference. I think they're a little more spicier, the Gemini males in June. Yeah. So, oh well, alrighty. So let's see what's going on there for Gemini. What's your reading here, Gemini? Okay. All right, what's the message that Gemini needs to know in Aquarius season? So you have the Hermit Gemini in reverse with Temperance bottom of the deck. The Hermit card here, that's Virgo energy. All right, it's in reverse. So you could be going through, like I said, some of us might be going through the dark night of the soul, right? Where there's a lot of things that have been happening in life where you just have to take a reset, a back seat to certain things, right? Possibly studying, doing some self-help books, doing some reading. You could be reading, one of your religious books. If you're a Christian, it would be the Bible. If it's, if you're a Muslim, right, it would be the Quran, etc., right? Or the Torah if you're Hasidic. So you have to take this moment away, Gemini, and do some reflection yourself, like Aquarius, where it's okay not to be around everybody. All right, they'll come find you with that beacon of light there. They'll come find you. But right now, don't get lost in yourself. All right. And Aquarius, it's a weird particular energy right now. So some people feel a little anxious, some people feel a little off, some people don't know where they fit in at the moment. But that's because that's Aquarian. That's Aquarius energy. They don't know where they fit in. They are the oddballs of the group. They can move in the crowd and move, so things seem very dizzily to some people. But that's because we're in an Aquarian energy. And Gemini, you're going through that as well. Okay. The number 9 here shows that there's an ending. So, once this energy starts to taper off, you'll be a little more lightheaded. You'll be able to think more clearly. You'll be able to see, because your mind is all drifted off somewhere else, of course, because you're an airhead, right? Respectfully so. And so your mind is off somewhere else when it should be right front and center, taking care of yourself. there's some things that are going on in your life that you're not paying attention to, or you may not want to pay attention to, but you need to, because this is the most important time. Fight the scatteredness. Fight the you don't know. Fight through it. Don't go around it. Fight through this uneasiness, this unknowing at the moment. Nines are about ending. It could be a bitter ending. It could just be what it is. It's just an ending. All right, Gemini. Let's get you your romance. See what's going on there. Salute to everybody. I'm not checking the chat. Hold on a second. Ooh, my big cat is here. Wally's in the building. I'm in this joint. Yeah, I can't. I found a way that I can put the signs up without but I won't be able to see the chat. It won't work out like that. Big Cat says, he says, I'm at work, you're in my ears. Yay. Lawana's in the building. What's up, sis? Salute, salute. Thank you. Knowledge says, still listening. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. Let me put up my banner again, because we are in the sign of Gemini. Yes? Yes. So we're in Gemini. Okay, let's see what's going on for love in Gemini. What the whoa? What the whoa? All right, Gemini, you got past life relationship in reverse. So yeah, probably no wonder. No wonder. Says free yourself here, middle of the deck, and the bottom of the deck is romantic feelings in reverse. I don't know. You're mimicking Gemini. Did you have a relationship with an Aquarius? Did some little Philly hurt your heart? So we got past life relationship. You have known each other before. So you could be wrestling with this, like having this moment in time, this aha moment of, this is the one, I feel really connected to her. But you're not in contact. So this could be somebody who could be coming to you, Gemini. This might not be somebody that's right around in your vicinity. This could be, if you subscribe to past lives, please, this is not for everybody. Some people are like, oh, I lived and died here. That's it. There's nothing else. Okay. Not talking to you guys. Entertaining the ones who really know what I'm talking about. You might be feeling like you don't have a twin, right? And I really don't subscribe with the twin flame, only because it's a very new term. It's a made up hippie term, if you will, by a bunch of hippies that now got other people, rocking the boat with it. I mean, basically, it's a higher vibrational relationship. Because yes, we all have soulmates. You can have a soulmate with the best friend. You could have a soulmate with your mom. You could be soulmates with so many different people that are not romantic. But in this particular situation, Gemini, this could be somebody who was a past life relationship, and therefore, this could be that twin, right? That you're missing out on right now, and you're feeling despondent. You're feeling like, whoa, woe is me. Where you got the Usher song, "Where is my baby?" or "There goes my baby." That you'll know when you see her or him. That is where your baby is. Look for the colors green or aquamarine green. Because that could be a telltale sign. They could have it on. You could have it on. It might be somebody wearing it as a dress, a scarf. Yeah. Also, that has to do with the heart chakra as well. So you might feel drawn to this person that you're talking to, and there's this instant connection. All right. See what else is going on. Let's not spend too much time with Gemini because they'll get us all up in here. All right. Next sign up is Libra. Libra. And I love me some Libras. I do. But you heard in the book, we're not compatible like that. So stop it. All right. So we got acts, breakup, separation, and then we have kisses, unconditional, giving, receiving, falling in love. Yeah, so Gemini, this is a potential. We got girl talk here in the middle of the deck, and then Cupid's arrow. So I wouldn't be surprised if something happens literally like Valentine's Day, right? You know, that whole cliche, that whole mythos, that storyline actually takes place during you know, during that whole Valentine's season, that you could be meeting up with somebody that, yeah, that fits the mark for you. Okay, let's see what their names are or initials. So we got J and M. J and M. All right, Gemini. J and M. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Universe always wants to be in somebody's business. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's move on to Libra. Libra, Maybach, where is you? Let me go and read the comments really quickly. Panero's in the building. Yay! Salute to my brother Panero. Wally verse. Wally, is it looking good? This is working out the way I'm doing it. I'm so fed up with this over the hump. Okay. Big cat. Jesus. I'm over humanity. How about that? Oh, M3 is in the building? Hold up. Wait a minute. It's good. Okay, thank you, Wally. Oh, knowledge is M3. Okay, cool. So, all right. So Libra, let's get on to your little funky behinds. Important. So, all right, big cat. Just hurry back. Okay. So let's do a Libra. We're doing Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, you may not resonate. Your Libra sign is not resonating with you. Maybe you are an Aquarius moon sign. So that moon reading might have made more sense for you. I'm here to just put all of it together so that you can take all of it in and then say, aha, right? Because if you're just listening to Gemini, you're like, oh, I might be getting somebody coming around my way. But then Aquarius is telling you, no, you need to take care of yourself. So we need to incorporate all of the moon, rising, Venus, your sun sign, also where the houses are at, you know, your first house. And I'm not savvy about the houses as well, but I know, you know, your first house, obviously that's you, that's your main core. Houses are just the 12 houses in your natal chart. And each house holds certain elements, if you will, certain aspects, right? And so one being that's you know, up front and center. Now depends on which chart, which sign sits in your first house. Because it might not be the dominant one. So let's say you have I'm gonna throw Pisces on the bus because I love Pisces. Let's say Pisces is in the first house. That's not the strongest. And I'm not saying Pisces is not strong. I'm just saying that's not the strongest placement for Pisces to sit in. Pisces' strongest placement would be like an 8th house or a 12th house. Like that's their strongest placement. Leo would be a strong placement for first house, or Capricorn, or Aquarius. And depending on all those different qualities of what those signs bring to that house, sets for the whole dichotomy of things to come out of it. So it's really, really interesting when you start getting into the houses. I'm like, that's over my pay grade. I know the first house, the second house is about partnership, could be, you know, marriage, but that's partnership. The 6th house is about home life, domesticated life. The 8th house, the 7th or the 8th house, if I'm not mistaken, is about romance. The 8th house has to do with like death and, you know, esoteric things like that, occultism, and things of that nature. All right, so that's a quick tidbit about what houses are. One second. Okay. So, who are we at? Libra. Libra, you are the last of the air signs. You are the scales. You are about fairness, justice, truth telling. You are the cardinal of the air signs. So you're the leader of things. You know, you make things happen. Which can be a little struggle, only because there's this balance of I got to do right, or there's this balance of something needs to be done right, but it's like, you know better. So sometimes you can play your own worst best advocate, if you get what I mean. That's about Libra. All right, let's see what's going on with Libras. What Libra need to know in this Aquarian season? Okay, what does Libra need to know? Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands, Libra. All right, so that's fire energy. You have the Ace of Swords here, middle of the deck in reverse. All right, so that's your sign. And then bottom of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. All right. Just hold on a tick. Let me just do something really quickly. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, coming back, coming back. Just the malfunctions. I'll be right with you guys. Good. Okay, so Libra, you got the 10 of Wands here, right? And the 10 of Wands has to do with leaving home or just leaving the baggage behind. Okay, so she's got her bags packed up. And that's usually just somebody who's tired of everything that's gone on. I don't know, Aquarius and Libra, just like Libras, Aquarius, they're like, listen, we out. But, bottom of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles here. So this could be somebody changing a job and moving from one place to another for this job opportunity, or possibly having this job relocate you. You could be at a colder climate. All right, they changing your job position to Colorado. Or just somewhere where it's more of a colder climate. All right, further up north if you're in the southern part of the country. All right, Libra. But I'm getting that this is the best opportunity for you. And if you weren't moved by your job, it's you just saying, you know what, I'm taking the risk of seeing what else is out there. This could be a young person who wants to travel, or leaving parents' home and traveling across country to go to college, dorm, live that life away from home. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on in the love life. And 10s are endings and new beginnings. So, don't take this as a doom and gloom card. This is a new cycle for Libras to, make it big, as they say. All right. So your love message here is codependency in reverse. Bottom or middle of the deck is calling you your soulmate. And bottom of the deck is free yourself. This free yourself still wants to keep showing up. So it showed up for Libra. You could be dealing with a codependent person, Virgo, and you're tired of it. And so you're making your moves. Good for you. It's time to go on. Or this could be a mother and daughter dynamic where mom's just codependent on the child to do everything. This could possibly have to do with a death of a parent, and this child is now taking, whatever they have and moving on in life. This could have been a, toxic kind of relationship where, it was this codependency. It was this, the child is supposed to be the child, but it's being the parent to the child. All right, let's see what else is going on there. I'll look at your comments really quickly. What else? Says here, coffin, ending, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So Libra, you are transitioning out of the old, in with the new. Here we got soulmates connection, middle of the deck. And then clock, bottom of the deck. Needs to take time. Need time. Takes time. Time. Why did it say it like that? Need time. Takes time in time cycles. Time to heal and progress. That was a weird. But anyway, Libra, that's just letting you know. Internet acting funky. Committee in the building. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back to Banner Libra. So that's basically, Libra, just your confirmation that, whatever is going on in the homestead, you are making moves to make the new you. All right. And, if there was a parent that transitioned, now it's like, now you have the opportunity to just go ahead and leave. You don't have to worry about this parent being like this towards you. All right. It did show that there could be some, or if this is not a parent, you're moving away from a partner, right? That, listen, it is what it is. It drove itself to the coffin. It's dead. So you're moving on. You're taking but what little bit of clothes you got and your big ox, and you going across the Sierra Nevada plains. You're going to make some things happen. Let's see what we got. All right, we got the letters O and Y. O and Y. Not and. Just O and the letter Y. All right. Okay, Libra, that was your message. Let's go to the oracles for all air signs. Wisdom oracles for all air signs. Okay. Wisdom oracle for all air signs. What do they need to know? What do the air signs need to know? What is their message? Oh, that's too many. Too many. What is the message for air sign? Okay, so air signs, you have yang. There's that masculine energy that I was talking about earlier, yang. All right, with the number one showing up. Middle of the deck is mending 52. All that glitters is gold. And then bottom of the deck is chop wood, number 42, breaking down to 6. All right, so this is fire energy, guys, even though you're air energy. So, you may have this, there may be some bouts with you throughout this Aquarian season. All right, like I said, Aquarius, that's that air energy. So some things you may have some issues with, right? And some may want to retreat and go away, but you got to go through it rather than around it. This is where you're going to have to step up to the plate, air signs, and deal with this immovable force, and know that fire and water are purification elements. So some things have to burn down, metaphorically speaking, for something nice and beautiful to be rebuilt. All right. So that's your message there, air signs. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go on to water signs. Pisces. The loves of my lives, the veins of my existence. Pisces. Let's see what's going on in the comment section, because I have to move the banner. Beauty Queen is cracking up. All right, so guys, keep in mind that I am going to be doing all romance readings for the rest of the week up until Valentine's Day. So look out for my shorts, and if you're on IG, there are reels. Wednesday, I'm getting beside myself. I may or may not do romance reading where you guys, I'll charge for yes and no answers, and then if you want something a little more in depth, only on the TV. I don't know. I think even that I'm like might be pushing myself, but I'm for sure going to do these romance readings up until the 14th. Jess. So Pisces, get on OB, love fishies. That was my grandfather, my father, my husband, my daughter. More men folk that I keep meeting that are Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, there you go. You guys are kind of like Gemini, the two little fishies there. Your birthday is like the end 21st or something like that. And then you end on the 18th. So you guys are the mutable. You know how to kind of go with the flow of things, right? Good for you. But sometimes you kind of stay up in la la land. And you got to bring your little self down so you realize reality sets in. Hey, this is what's going on. As I mentioned before, want to get yourself a great, lovable, girls, women, you want yourself that nice little sweetheart. Pisces. It's out of the sexual book. Don't take my word for it. Out of the sexual astrology book. Where's Pisces? Let's put Pisces on blast. So, okay, the males. He is passionate, emotional, and unstable. I did tell you this, though. I told y'all, he's a little cuckoo. He may be a little off, but he's a sweetheart, and he'll love you to pieces. All right. You can expect the unexpected with him. He is constantly pulled by contrary impulses. The symbol of Pisces is two fish swimming in opposite directions, right? So one minute he'll be lovey-dovey, and then, you'll be like, what happened to him? What? Because he's off in La La Land somewhere, okay? You got to know these people. He idolizes the person he loves and will put up with outrageous behaviors, for he sees her as the one who could do no wrong. That's what I'm telling you. Even if you are like this bitch, he's still, I love her. I love her. Yes, I will marry her. Oh, God. And I'm telling my mother, like, Mom, why But 20 some odd years later, listen. Somebody talk to me when you've hit close to 30 years. Don't talk to me when you're 10 years in a marriage, when you're 5 years in, when you're 15. Talk to me when you're close to 30 years, and then we can talk. Other than that, don't say nothing to me about, oh, this, that, and the third. Because every marriage is different, yes. And how certain marriages are handled, yes. And that's the way life is. No 1, 2, 3 person is perfect. So yeah, you're gonna get a little this, you're gonna get a little that. If you want to make up this perfect person, go to Mattel. Go to Build-A-Bear. Go build you a doll. Go build something that you think you want. But no one is perfect. However, if their flaws outshine and outweigh who they are, no matter how nice they may be, they got to go. They have to go. There's something, like, I don't care how sweet you are. You might have the sweetest little face. You might be sexing down crazy, but certain things are not adding up and they're not weighing. You gotta go. You got to go. So yeah, I challenge anyone, even when it comes to kids and stuff. I got a 31-year-old. I was pregnant when I was 15. Talk to me. Until then, keep it pushing. But when you got a kid that's close, half of y'all, I'm your mother, y'all are my children's age, I lived a life or 2. And according to my past life, I've lived about 3. Pisces people. All right. So what else is going on? He's sensuous, intelligent, usually creative, a marvelous companion. This man loves to go first class. He is a prolific spender, not thinking about tomorrow, and he indulges himself and you, never reckoning the cost. I know. This is why we're broke now. just lavishly spending, like, relax. He's gotten better though. And I don't know, because that's not usually, like, a Pisces man will spend, but they spend on something that is yes, expensive, but doable and worthwhile. It's not like they're spending just to be flossy. Like, they like good material things, so they'll spend on that. So this book is a little biased. And yes, they do like to drink. They indulge in all kinds of that stuff, drugs, alcohol, women. But I love them. The women are, I just got my daughter. She's a sweetheart. She's not she's not cuckoo like the men folk are. They're really cuckoo. What's to say here about his sex life? He's inclined to clandestine meetings and secret affairs, often with married women. Let's repeat that to the boys in the back. His emotional compass swings wildly to someone else's magnetic appeal. Telling you, this book is very interesting. Let's see. He is not the marrying kind, but I told you he's a good, like, lover, good boyfriend. It's not the marrying type because he wanders. However, if a woman does march him off to the altar, someone else is sure to catch his roving eyes sooner or later. Okay, we see what you're doing, Pisces. Mhm. Anyway, so let's go ahead and continue before I go all in on Pisces. See how my dad gets things. Um, okay. All right. So Pisces, let's see what you got going on here. See, exactly, Ron. Mhm. We know all about it. I'm gonna get to Cancer. Cancer's next. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you know the ones who rove around. Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libras. You know the ones. They're very obvious. They're very obvious. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on here for you. All right. So you got the Ace of Swords. All right. So here we go. With the being in the head, you got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. And then you got the Six of Pentacles. So Pisces, two things are going on here for me, for what I see with you. One, you have to stay solid. You got to, I keep hearing solid your ground, solid your ground. What does that mean? There is a movie called Soiling Ground or Soiling Green. But you need to get up from under all that, the fantasy land, the fantasy world, you know, it's like movies on a reel, just playing back and back and back and back and back. And right now you're being asked to get grounded with the Six of Pentacles here. It's the even exchange. But you have to give yourself some time to, okay, allow yourself to float and float on, but also come back and be centered in reality. The other thing that I'm getting, Pisces, is that somebody could be offering you something in regards to a movie reel, okay, or some type of some type of exchange in regards to a reel. Weird, because Pisces are artsy, so I'm getting like someone has revitalized an old black and white movie. Pisces, is that you that revitalized an old black and white movie and somebody's paying? It's an old movie and somebody's paying for that commission, or they're commissioning you to like restore this movie. That's interesting. Okay. All right. That's where that's going. Let's check out the love life. And aces are about new beginnings. Also swords, the truth, clarity. And so, yeah, that you could be restoring clarity to an old movie, or that's what you do, or you may be thinking about doing that. All right. All right, Pisces. What's going on in the love department? I got two cards out. All right, we got healing family issues. And something else came out, learning and forgiving. I'll take that. Romantic feeling is in reverse, middle of the deck, and then very stone. What can I say? That's some of the issues that happen with Pisces, those childhood traumas. I feel like you definitely, if that's where your head is at, and you're kind of you might be coming to a crossroad in your life, like, you know, I don't want to be like how like my parents were with me. But forgiving them and understanding that there was a reason why they did what they did, and however they did it. I'm not excusing the parent who just beats the kid just because they dropped the milk, that type of thing. Um, but as far as them working hard to provide for their families and just, try to be there and take care of their children the best way that they can, like, forgive them. They're human as well, and they're learning. All right. So let's see what. So many cards. Okay. So we got mask in reverse. We also have a wedding knot or wedding ring, excuse me, in reverse. And the card that came out for you was the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform in your life. So, you know, you have to, Pisces, and that's the thing with you, Pisces, is that you don't really hold yourself accountable. Everything is somebody else because they did it to me. This is why I am how I am. Don't you think you had some matter in it? So I noticed that, and I noticed that especially with the men folk. There's some people just have a hard time with taking accountability, like saying, yes, you know what, I did that shit. They'll always look to the other person to be the boogeyman. So, you in order for you to move forward in your life, you're gonna have to go back into those traumas, those childhood. I don't even like to say traumas as much, but those childhood issues that you've had with your family members, and put it to rest, dead it, so you can move on. Because there's other things that this opportunity, what I'm getting, this opportunity of you like restoring this movie could have to do with family. Like you're looking at it and it's kind of reminiscing of your family, and it's peeling back those layers for you. And all you have to do is just forgive. Like it's not there's it happened. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's the best for you. So let's see what's going on. So that's not so much a love life, but again, we gotta stop thinking love about other people, right? We have to love ourselves. We have to have that relationship with ourselves as well. All right. So you got three initials. I'll take it. S, E, and U. Pisces. S, E, and U. Okay. All right, so that was your reading. Let's move on to Cancers. Cancer. Yay. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancers, you are the cardinals of the water signs. You are the leaders. You are the mother of the zodiac, or the nurturer of the zodiac, I should say. You're ruled by the moon. Cancers. Yeah, there, I said that. No, Cancers are pretty cool. They are good, with being diligent. They know how to be reliable. If you need to talk to a Cancer, and Cancers don't, they relish in secrecy and privacy. So a Cancer will be the last one to kind of like run their mouth off about somebody else. Cancers will hold a lot of stuff in, so you can deposit to Cancer, and it really doesn't go anywhere. They moodiness is because they run by the moon. So yeah, they fluctuate up and down throughout the day because the moon changes its phases every 2.5 days. So it's not so much that a Cancer is like crybaby-ish, but it's that the moon rules this particular sign. So it sways with them however it goes. What else? Yeah. All right, so let's see what's your message in Aquarius season. What do Cancers need to know? Okay, so Cancers, you got Taurus energy here. The Empress with the Lovers underneath it. That's not cute. Middle of the deck is the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. How's Lovers card? How does this love thing happen, Cancers? As I said, Cancers are the mothers. Okay, no surprise that the Empress showed up. All right, with her full belly there. She is ruled by other signs, Libra and Taurus. Okay. She also has the moon here. Okay. What's that moon over there? So this is very maternal. I'm also getting, though, that they're, for any Cancer woman that, wait a minute, let me move my sign. Hold on. Okay, now we're Cancer. For any Cancer woman that are pregnant or thinking about pregnant, or anybody who knows of a Cancer that's pregnant, she could be having twins. Twins comes from mom's side of the family. This goes back to Mama Ashun. Yeah, they want more. So, I'm not sure if somebody is not, this could be their first time having a baby or multiple times. Just because they have a lot of children. But what I'm getting is that there's a twin, but I feel like there's a twin that won't make it full term. Or that the twin is kind of like grown in with the other twin. Right? There's some kind of special destiny. This is all like family. I'm not sure if they've done rituals. They possibly could have. To bring these babies in. Yeah, so Cancers, this could be you. You could have been having some fertility issues, so you've gone to, herbalist, or you've gone to some kind of like spiritual shamans, healers, occultists that can help you, with bringing in a child. Also, there's this creation happening as well. So if it's not having to do with pregnancy, I feel like there's a lot of ancestors that are just like around you, in your back, like on your back, just wanting you to do more creating. You could be being like a birthing mother or a midwife, something to do along the lines with helping in the reproductive, like being creative in that respect, like doula. Okay, is this my message? Okay, what else is going on in the love department? Sure. Who's telling my message? All right, let's see, Cancer. What's going on in the love department? Unrequited love. See, I told you, Mobos. I told you. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Mm. Says here, keep an open mind in reverse. No, don't want to get to know you funky behinds. And free yourself. Be out, Cancer. Make these things happen. Spirit plays too much. So you know, if you're like, listen, you're not gonna be with me, helping me with this baby, booted. I don't care how much you whatever sweet talking, melodramatic. It's just not enough. Chemistry is off. What you say don't add up. Your attention, your actions are not adding up. Bottom of the deck says free yourself. So putting yourself first. Cancers may travel the world, you know, get new perspectives, new prospects. No, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, because this person's on top of the land. You may need to go like to an indigenous part of the world. Go back to your homeland, wherever that is. We got wedding rings. I was like, no, Cancer. What? Cancer, What else for Cancer? This can also be for Taurus or Libra too. Specifically a female. Heavy on Taurus. We got Phoenix showing up. Yeah, somebody needs to do that breakaway. Maybe this is your, maybe, you know, not so much about a child, but, you know, you're birthing this idea of, you know, let me get myself together and make the great escape. Yeah, this is somebody traveling, like, I don't know, Peru, Lima, something indigenous that way. Like South America, could be the islands. Could be Denver, Colorado. We got karmic. Yeah, this is a karmic relationship. So you definitely want to cassette tape, outdate thinking. Yeah, things are just all played out. And one thing with a Cancer is stabbed in the back, heartbroken, pain, separation, in reverse. One thing with Cancer is that yeah, their fault is that they will hold on to the wheels fall off, and that's not always such a great thing, you know, because you're not giving yourself the time to explore other things in life because you're holding on to the family traumas, or you're holding on to, you know, I have my children and I can't make certain moves and stuff like that. So it's almost like you leave yourself in this pigeonhole. But when you have the opportunity, make this chance, make these changes, do things in life, you know, if you have the opportunity. Like, let's see, let's read a little bit for Cancer. This Cancer, she's like, listen, I'm going somewhere, right? I'm leaving today. See, yeah, those born under this sign never like to be taken for granted, right? So, cancers, it's like once they know that, then it's like, no, that's the unrequited love. We're not doing that. We're not doing it, right? Is it talking about the men? Or is it talking about, I want to know about the sex life? Relax. Okay, she's very dependent on support of those close to her, and although too shy to express how she feels, i.e., like if you have your family around, and it's like, I don't want to burden them with how I'm feeling, so it's being bottled up inside. It's not healthy. Then you wonder why a cancer spazzes out and why the cancer's on the FBI list, because they done blacked out on people. Like, you gotta let people just live, let them be. Says here she would prefer to live. Okay, so one reason for Cancer women's retentiveness is that she treasures the past. Sounds like Pisces. Sounds like a Pisces with Cancer combination here. She would prefer to live there if it were possible, and if she has any belief in occult, she may actually think that she lived a past life. Right. All this stuff. She loves her home and will spend delightful hours in furnishing it, right? Decorating it and things of that nature. She's passionate, loyal, once she has committed herself to a man. And a man who wins her for a mistress would be well advised to take her as a wife, just to make sure he doesn't lose this treasure. So, because we're not playing second fiddle. I'm not sitting there being no mistress. We being the wife, and that's that. Oh, you want to stay with wife? Go ahead, because I'm not doing this. Right? Who else do we have here? I think that's it. So we got karmic Cancer. You know what you got to do. Summertime's coming up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Let's get some letters and get you out the way, because now I'm triggered. Now I'm triggered. Let me just get to your comments. Maybach's in building. Salute. So let's get some letters here. We got Q and G. The letters Q, the letter G. So I don't know, Gregory, if there's a Greg Cancer or Gloria Cancer. But yeah, man. That's that. All right, so let's move on to now the last is Scorpios. That's my Lotus, Smitty, Brother Rich. Rest in heaven. All right, so Scorpios, you guys are the fix of the water signs. Word on the street is, I could read this little book. I don't need to, because Scorpios, y'all get down and dirty. That's just word on the street. The men folk. Don't want to blow y'all up. Where is Scorpio here? I read Libras already. Or did I read Libra? Libra's not a good person. I won't say good person. Libra's not a good match as far as like marrying and staying down like that. He becomes interested in girls at an early age. An interest that will continue all his life, but he's also a natural for marriage. Well, I don't know how he could be a natural for marriage if he's a playboy half the time. And I feel that even still when they get married, they still being you know, extra. They try to hold it. Fairly common among Libra men. Oh, I'm not gonna read that part. That's a little risque. But yeah, I know about you, Libra people. Okay, so let's see. Scorpio. Scorpio. This book is crazy. If I talk about the Scorpios, it's gonna be off the chain. I'm gonna have to put X, triple X. When trying to attract Scorpio male, be proactive. Wear clothes that show off your figure. Put on your most tantalizing perfume. Remember that you can't be coy with Scorpio. Oh, really? Hmm. Interesting. Don't suggest going to the theater or for a long drive or to a really swinging party. Scorpio loves home too much. That's good to know. Let's see what else is what's juicy about Scorpio. There are definite guidelines to follow with Scorpio. What? First, take them seriously. What? Their pride responds to the flattery and undivided attention. No matter what Scorpio says, don't set yourself too forcefully against it. Scorpio, you play too much. Be affectionate. Scorpio needs lots of attention and will repay to kind. Scorpio sound like there's a lot of work to be had with them. I'm good. Next. Jesus Christmas by Scorpio. What? You got a little too much going on here. Don't suggest going here. Don't do this. They sound like a drill sergeant. I mean, really now. Scorpio males prefer making love when they, oh boy, okay. Work is important to Scorpios. I get it. I can dig that. Oh, this is about the men. Let's see about the women. I'm sure the women are not as bad. Oh, she is stubborn about getting her way. Okay, Scorpio women are stubborn about where's Lotus at? She's deeply emotionally, highly sensitive, and fiercely loyal to the one she loves. I can agree to that. Could agree to that. All right. This is cute. You guys get this book. It's called Sexual Astrology by Martine. And it goes into speaking about the men and the women. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Scorpios then, right? Let's get their little reading. What else they got here? In the bedroom, she's demanding. She has a shrewd mind and is gifted with remarkable intuition. Warning, her intense emotional nature, if frustrated, can become vengeful and destructive. Woo, Lotus. She's not playing. Don't play with a woman, Scorpio. She is it Meg the Stallion a Scorpio, y'all? Is Meg the Stallion a Scorpio? See, they're the dangerous ones out of the water signs. Cancers and Pisces, we cool, we'll have a little moment. But sheesh, we're not hard nobody like that. It's negative against Libras, but good thing it's not about, it's not about you. Someone's sad, sound like someone I sadly know. Yeah, man. Yeah, Libras, Maybach, you know what it is, what it do. Okay, so let's see what's going on here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And then we'll be moving on to fire energy. All right, what's the message for Scorpio? Excuse me. What is the message for Scorpio? Okay. So you got Queen of Wands, Scorpio. Fire energy there. Bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So Libra showing up. Scorpio, off the bat, I'm getting, there's some ideas coming your way, right? Or you tapping into some creativity here. You could have had a dormant season, and now during this time there's this fire. The Queen of Wands has to do with sexuality. So you could be, if it's a female Scorpio, you could be how Stella got her groove, right? And just tapping back into that type of energy, that vitality. You could be creating, I know Lotus says she does the teas, so you could be creating teas that have, or tonics that have help with getting your energy, boosting your energy up, right? Vitality. All right. Spirit has a hand in this as well, helping you. Okay. So also, if you're doing this type of work, if now, this doesn't necessarily, remember, we're not going to get hung up on the gender, right? We're going to remember that it's energy. So feminine energy here. But you want to patent, right? Or get some kind of legal documentation when doing this type of work, if you're going to be doing it for business. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead on to romance. So yeah, it doesn't matter, male or female, if you're in the industry of health and you want to get, whether it's health drinks, sports drinks, some type of vitamin, things that are going to help quality of life, and you're working on this, you want to get it, get some legal standpoint behind that, patents, registrations, copyrights, etc. All right, what's going on in your love department, Scorpio? Okay, you deserve love out of everybody here. Like, woo. So yes, you deserve love. Okay, you could be doing some type of love potions and stuff like that. You got separate in reverse, and pay attention to the red flags, bottom of the deck. So I feel Scorpios, not necessarily a relationship or romance. This is you in love with the work that you're putting into, mostly, and more to say mostly, right? Not so much of a physical love where you're loving somebody else, or you could be loving somebody else who's helped you in this idea, like, you're indebted to them, or you hold dear to them, that they helped you create this. But what I'm getting is that you will be and I feel like this is marketing towards women. All right, so there could be males here behind the scenes that are doing it, and you're like, oh, I thought a woman made this product, and it's actually men. But what I'm getting is more like there's some type of feminine or health products, and you deserve this shot. So photos and keys on the ring. So looking at your pictures, making memories, um, keys on the ring, many decisions, one night stand, and ascending. Yeah, it's possible. Listen, sometimes out of a bad relationship, some people go into Zen and they create and they work hard, and out of that sadness turn something really beautiful. I did it when my father passed away, like a couple of months after he had transitioned. I made a tarot deck, a grieving deck. So somebody could be definitely working on something like this, where they're putting together, the relationship didn't work out. You may have had to go to court, divorce court, or some type of legal battle and things of that nature. And you're victorious, Scorpio. You're victorious. You won the case, or just, you getting to the next step from whatever loss is the win for you. And the pictures here, I'm getting more of with pictures, it's like you going through old pictures to see what you can put on, like, your bottles. Like, I really get this as more of a business reading, not so much a love romance, but it could have been in hindsight because of a spoiled relationship, a relationship that didn't go so well. So kudos to you. Let's get your initials, and then we're going to move on to the fire sign. All right, so we got the letters A and the letter S. A and S. All right, so if those initials apply to you, then that is your reading. Okay, let's get the wisdom oracle down for the water signs. And let me read the comment. Ultra's at the building. Salute to my bro. What sign are we on? I keep missing Taurus because we haven't gotten to Taurus yet. Taurus is the last of the earth signs, but the first in the batch. So no, you didn't miss it yet. My Lotus is here. Did you hear me talking all that smack about Scorpio? Boom, because you're magical, Ultra. You're magic. I could do magic. I could do magic. That's that Kambada. Wally, what are you talking about finally? I could do magic. So, Right, because it's Scorpio. But you usually do that. That's crazy. I think the last time I did Scorpios like that, you popped in. Smitty popped in. Somebody else that was a Scorpio, because y'all little warlocks. Y'all look, Lotus came through. The true fire sign. But I didn't do, oh yeah. Fire signs, yeah. First up is Aries though. All right. So let me get back to the little comment thingy, the banners. Oracle. Who has it better than one? I tell you. Thanks to Wally having me figure out how to put the titles and stuff on there. And I was like, what? How's he doing it? And I want to be able to, for us to see what sign that we're on, instead of me saying what sign we are on. Shout out to Wally. Okay, so we are doing the wisdom oracle for the water signs. Okay, so you guys got fork in the road. Fork in the road, number 13, breaking down to 4. You can see it that way. Middle of the deck is thinker, and then you got new life. And they're side by side, guys. So there's this battle here of water signs. And I think it's Pisces, right? With the family. Yeah, with the family dynamic and things of that nature. That's you know, going within Cancer and Pisces always. So you got these two signs, 2 cards side by side with the thinker and the new life. It's like, which way do I go, George? And also this sign came up upright. In reverse, but I put it upright because we need to shift that energy. We need to shift it so that you guys know. Cancers with the little claws that go sideways. Pisces are like this. No, you need a direction. You need something to anchor you. So here, this fork in the road is here. The number 13 breaks down to 4. That is a solid number. That is the box within the box, right? You having to get centered this next couple of weeks, especially Pisces, because you're coming into your birthday season soon. And so yeah, you may be like fluttering and feeling yourself and being and rightfully so. I don't want to take that from you. But water signs, you need to have some type of anchor. Scorpio, I think you might be the little most anchored out of the 2 or 3 rather, with doing this creativity, but don't lose sight, for certain things. Like, don't miss the key points. But I really feel this is more towards Pisces and Cancer. They really need to know which way do they go, George. And listen to your intuition. Follow the key points. If you see something that's shining or something weird and it's out of your way, that's a sign from your spirit guides. Go this way. I feel like Cancers and Pisces definitely need to listen more so into their intuition when they're very intuitive people. But I feel you're being distracted. If this has to do with a child, moms, you could get brain fog, with the Cancer and the pregnancy and things of that nature. So you may need to backtrack your steps and write down, little sticky notes. Okay, do this at this time on the wall or in your notebook. Like, you're gonna have to find ways to get yourself centered. All right, water signs. We Gucci. Let's go ahead on and move into the fire signs, starting with Aries. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. It's also ruled by Mars, so a lot of that energy. I don't, Aries is cool. I don't have too much negativity to say about Aries. They are cool. They give off a mixture of a Taurus and a Leo vibe, if you know what I mean. Like the Taurus, like they're sociable people. Um, but they like to be seen like a Leo, right? But they're good nonetheless. They're the beginning of the years, though that would be the end of March going into April, right? So technically into the new year. They are the cardinal signs of the fire group. And so therefore they're the leaders in that section. All right, what else? Okay, so let's see what's going on then for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus specifically, but if it resonates in any other of your charts or houses rather, then go for it. Okay, something victorious is happening coming up with Aries. This could be because it's your birthday. It's your birthday. All right, let's see. Aries, what do you have here? What's your message for Aquarian season? No, Aries? Nothing? Yeah, there's so much. What's up, Aries? Aries got a secret to tell. All right, Aries, you have the Ace of Wands here. So fire energy, you showed up in your chart, in your reading rather. Middle of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. All right, Earth energy. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. And that's fire energy right there. So again, you showed up. So that's what it was. You want to talk. That's what I'm saying. They have this very Leo-esque about them, but they're not. They're not of their brother. All right. So yeah, I'm definitely getting here with this fiery kind of right in the pineal gland. Aries could be coming through with some ascensions right now. It could be headaches, right? So disclaimer, not a medical professional, but if this persists, you may need to seek some medical advice. Aces have to do with beginnings. So, I feel more, maybe not so much this season, in Aquarius season, I feel more closely towards your birthday is when there will be things taking off for you. New ideas, creativity. If you're not thinking about becoming a parent, there's an opportunity for a young man to become a father. It's just what it is. Okay, and a good father at that. Or you're stepping into a patriarch role, so big brother. So that's what I feel. This is more revolving around children, Aries. Very sexual. We got the universe here, so very sexual. Um, there could be a child that's waiting to be born. So in the ethers, there's, and I feel this is more of a male. This is, if I have some Aries females right now, Aries women, this message is more I'm getting for the men. I feel like they need to know that there is, when they say spring chickens, like, yeah, this is around their birthday season. Um, this person could be turning 30. Mm, okay, that's what I'm getting. And for the females, this could be somebody that you're vetting out, that you want to have as a good role model, who's like how your father was, very authoritative, very fair, very just, who also is handsome and things of that nature. All right. So, paying attention to your intuition, your pineal gland could be feeling a little more irritated, itchy. Uh, that's just part of the spirit world. It really is not nothing physical, but like I said, if you do get some kind of aches and pains and stuff, you want to go seek professional help. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in the love department, because it looks like it's going down in the love department. I like this emperor card. I've seen some emperor cards, but I like this emperor card. Like, he's just cool, hanging out. He's cute. He's not the traditional emperor card where he has all the whole regal gown on and he's, very authoritative. He's just cooling out, chilling. He's got his little Coors Light in his hand. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a king. It's the king piece. It looks like Coors Light, but anyway. Mhm. All right, so let's see what's in the love department. That's just too many, guys. All right. So you got trust here, Aries, right? So definitely trust this process. You got engagement, and we'll take the last card, your soulmate in reverse. And then we have love yourself first in reverse. So this may not necessarily have to do with a soulmate, but that doesn't mean that that can't be. But I'm getting, it's more the ethers, the cosmos have their own agenda, and that's to bring in another child, bring in a child. This child could be significant as to why they're being brought here. There's a reason why they need to be brought here by these two particular people. This could be bridging and healing families and connection. This could also be that there haven't been that many children in the family, so this child is warmly welcomed and needed because there aren't that many children in the family. All right. So definitely, this relationship is if you're not in one, just know that there is a relationship coming. And I want to say more closely around your birthday, Aries. I want to say closely around your birthday. What else? So rebuilding, working on it, persistent. Yeah. So healing your heart, self-indulgence, taking care of yourself, right? These are all the things, all these attributes that you need to do in order to, have somebody interested in you, right? You want to take care of yourself first. All right. All right, Aries, let's get you some letters and move on. Next sign is Leo. Where's my big cat at? Leo. Pain in the butt, big cat. All right, so you got the letter Z, the letter Z, and the letter L. The letter Z and the letter L for Aries. Leos. And I'm gonna just read the comments really quickly because I can't see the comments because I have to switch off. Let me just grab something to eat real quick. Lotus. Panero's in the building. What's up, E? Maybach, you are a pain in the butt. Maybach says I saved my tablet when negatively. I'm not talking negative about Libras. Like, shut your mouth up. Okay. Lotus is doing her little potions. Very good. I like to hear that. We're helping the community out. Ronan's in the building. Salute. Brother Panero. Okay. I think we caught up. All right, so let's go back into doing Leos. Fire signs. This is the fixed sign. They're stubborn. Most fixed signs are stubborn. So that's Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. Who's the fixed sign out of the air? I think Libra. So yeah, that's why they're a pain in the butt, because they're fixed. They're stubborn. But okay, let's keep it pushing. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, all that good stuff. What does Leo need to know? And Leo is the sun, solar, el sol. So that's kind of like why they're like, it's not show offish, but it's very much like in your face, like the sun. As soon as the sun starts to shine in the morning, the first thing you want to do is cover their face. Too bright. That's Leo. It's ruled by the sun. Okay. All right. So what are we at? So what is the message here for Leo during Aquarius season? All right. So why do you have these two cards? We'll take it. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles, Earth energy that has to do with family, grounding as well, being a grounded unit. But for Leos, you got the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's air energy. Um, this could have to do with the mother figure. All right. Um, there could be a mother figure. Now, when I say mother figure, that means mother, grandmother, a grand aunt, or a big sister that's like a mother, a godmother that is no longer here in the physical. All right. Leo, why y'all gotta do this to me? My grandmother was a Leo. Um, but I feel also that there's a mourning period that's ended because the Nine of Swords has to do with somebody who's like stressed at night, who's having night terrors, nightmares, who can't sleep at night, who has, all this stuff that's happening at night. And that it's in reverse is what I'm getting. Is like you're finally coming to that cycle of, you know, grieving, but not in that like vicious type of grieving. When I say vicious, I mean like just what I said, like the night terrors, the crying, the insomnia, the not being able to sleep, just the staying in the bed, or dreams that wake you up at night and then you can't go back to sleep. That's all my life right now for the past 5 years. So this energy, this type of grief is there's an ending here. um and just know that there's family there. Yeah, here's the queen underneath that, and we got the emperor. They're both here. So this is my message. What's my message? Because there's the father, there's that mother figure, and then behind that was the eight of wands. So they're letting me know. Okay. We're all here together. So if anybody who may be having some family members that have passed on, this could be some anniversaries that are coming up or some birthdays. Just know that they are still around, they're still with you, they're still protecting you. um, they did leave, but they had to go through some transitions, and now they're back. So you may notice like a touch in your hair, or you may hear like some noises, something that only you can hear, that will remind you of that person or people. That's letting you know that they're around. And it's not to scare you, it's just to reassure you that they are here. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on in the love department with Leos. Plus, I also have a lot of Leo placements. My Venus is in Leo, so I'm not escaped from this reading yet. We got separation here in reverse. All right. And we have here having heart to heart conversations. So, you may have, this could be somebody that was a spouse that transitions, right? And you feel, I can't have those kind of conversations with them anymore because they're not here in the physical. And, yes, but you could still talk to them. You could still you can still have those same conversations. Just know that they won't respond back to you the way you're used to them responding back to you, but they do respond back. Um, this is the same person who's having this type of night terrors and dreams and just sad. You may have a partner or a spouse who tries to comfort you, tries to reach you. There's no fault of their own, but you're grieving, so it feels like no one can comfort you the way you feel like you should be comforted. um so yeah, having the heart to heart in verse, it's having a hard time. You got it says here, getting to know each other, things like you don't like. I feel like for some, you just don't want to talk to your partners. Like you're just consumed and overwhelmed with grief, and especially if it is a parent, a mother or a father or a grandmother that's significant in your life, and it's like no one else could fill that void, obviously. But let's see what else is here for you guys. But I feel like that this isolation or this separation or this time of grief is starting to, slowly, um, that type of grief that you were having is coming to an end. Not to say that the grief is over, but there are stages of grief. And I feel like the real hurtful, gut wrenching type, that it's like you can't sleep, you can't eat, or if you do go to sleep, you wake up and you still think that they're there, or things of that nature, right? Yeah, we have self-indulgence here, so focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. All right, Leo. Yeah, because we got heartbroken right in the middle of the deck, and the bottom of the deck is the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth. So you are going through a metamorphosis. You're going through a different channel of grieving right now, right? So now it's, your loved ones don't want to always see you crying and sad and not engaging in life. That hurts them more, on top of the fact that they've left you, because now they know, and we don't want our loved ones feeling guilty that they had to go, right? We want to let our loved ones know, yes, we miss you, but we're going to honor them, right? We will shed some tears, we'll be upset, but we also have to say it's okay and let them know that it's okay. And then we're going to have to find ways of coping and healing and doing positive things for ourselves, not hurting, not doing anything physically to our bodies that are going to cause damage. Not saying, I'd rather be there with them than here. No, because they don't want you there with them. Trust me, I know. They don't want you there. You have your place here, so fulfill it. Do what you need to do while you're here now, Leo. Eventually, you will see them, but start taking better care of yourself. Let's get some letters, some initials here. We got 3. All right, we got F, U, and L. F, U. So you might be mad that they're gone. It's okay. All right, so those are your letters there, F, U, and L, or L, U, and F, Leo. All right, let's move on now to the last of the fire signs, Sagittarius. Wally. Where's my Wally at? Let me just scroll, get to your messages. Whew, this is long. And then the last of the Mohicans is the earth signs. All right. Good thing I cooked dinner. Sheesh. So let's see. What should we have? What FL's in the building. Salute. Love to you too. Good to see you doing things. FL's doing things on the side there. He's got an LP out. Is it LP? FL? He's got a song out. So check him out on Instagram. Ultra says true. Let's see what else. All right, so let's go ahead into the no worries. You're here, so that's all that matters. All right, so Sagittarius is up next, last of the fire signs. All righty. Sagittarius. Okay. And I call them my peculiar little bunch because they're little weirdos, respectfully. They are so unassuming, and you wouldn't even know it because they have like this sweet little cherub face, and they are the like party animals. They're the truck driving, sailor truck talking, smash talking, guzzle drinking. You're like, Sagittarius? Yes, that's them. All right, so let's see. Guys, let's see what's up with the Sages. What is the message here for the Sag? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So middle of the deck is the Six of Wands. All right. So you showed up there. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. And your card, Sag, is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. All right. So that's air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So we're in Aquarius season, but that's cycles ending, new beginnings for you, Sagittarius. You know, you may have had to squash some plans that didn't work out, financially speaking, walking away from certain ideas, people, places, and things that just are not serving you at this moment. You're moving forward in a different direction. Some people are just stuck and stagnant there with that earth energy. You know, could be dealing with a Taurus, because Taurus is a definitely, I love Taurus. You guys, you know who's on my favorite list, right? And Taurus is one of them. But I want to do this to a Taurus sometime. Right? Because they're hard-headed. And so, Sag, you may have to, you know, pull the plans back from dealing with these people, certain people. It could be a Virgo. I'm just saying it's fire energy though. The Seven of Pentacles also has to do with work that you've done up to this point. So you're doing a reevaluation. You're taking an assessment of the things that you've been working on, the things that you have put money towards, or the time that you put towards things of that nature, right? Investments. And so you are just like, you're over it. You're over the backstabbing. You're over the heartache. The Ten of Swords has to deal with that type of energy, almost like the Nine of Swords, where it's like this depressing. But the Ten of Swords is that you surrendered. The Nine of Swords is it's ending. But the Ten of Swords is, it has ended. I've arrived. I've awoken out of this. I'm good. I took all those swords, daggers, knives out of my back, sides, stomach, legs, and arms, and I am walking upright, holding my head high, handling my own shit. Period. So you're not dealing with the same type of energy you were dealing with last year, or several years, several months, several weeks back. You're realizing you started taking this accountability. Maybe you have been jotting down things on a ledger of, the deposits in and out, who's been giving, not so much financially, but the accountability, taking account of who's been helping you out, making mental notes or actual physical notes of who's been really helping, who's here to help you, who's here to just help themselves. If you're doing a team composite, it's you seeing, is this person pulling their weight in? Maybe they have, but they haven't been able to do as much as possible. So being a little lenient, a little lax with them, if anything. But this is you, you've taken a stand now, Sagittarius, because I feel sometimes you guys kind of you'll hold in a lot of stuff. I have a Sagittarius. I know this. They do not their speaking language is that they have gotten to the very point of the end of their rope, where now it's a yelling match, because they're very peppered people. They're very chilled, cool. They don't get too riled up about things. And so, yeah, you'll need to watch them, because they'll like, right. That's that Taurus energy that I was saying. But now you've spoken up. Now you've taken your stuff and you're gone. You're moving on. All right. So kudos for you, Sag. You're taking that higher road and you're choosing you over, and it's not to say whoever you're working with is not working up to par, but there's some internal things that you're dealing with as well. And you're just like, you know what? I'm dusting myself off. I've taken out, like I said, the needles, the pins, the daggers, you name it. It's off. Like that Mariah Carey song says, I just gotta shake them off, cause the loving ain't there. So let's see what's going on in your love department. We're almost done, guys. I know it's a little long. And I appreciate those hanging on with me. And the replay gang, I know that Miss Sharon was excited to see that I was doing all signs. Woohoo! Yay, Miss Sharon. And it's affectionately, I want to wring the Taurus necks out. Affectionately. Miss Sharon's a Taurus. Okay. I tell you, boy, because I have Taurus too. Like my moon's in Taurus, my South Node is in Taurus. My child, one of my children is a Taurus and happens to be a boy. I get the Tauruses. I get them. I get them. But Lord have mercy. He's like, listen. You got one more time. You got one more time. All right. So you got children, Sagittarius. Children. Now that might not be on your radar. All right. Middle of the deck is keep an open mind, though. Right. And bottom of the deck is let your friends help you in reverse. So says here, excuse me, says here your child life, your love life is being affected by children. You could be at an age now, right, for some Sagittarius that you might be looking at, well, I've done X, Y, and Z in life. Now I want to settle down with this seven of Pentacles. That is about that, toiling over your labor, but also looking and taking account of the things you've done in life, right? And so you could be at a crossroads where you're like, you know what, I wouldn't mind having children of my own. That's if you're, that's what you're thinking about. But you're feeling, if you're by yourself, how, or you could be a single parent, single mother, and with these children here, it's, how am I going to, the providing the money, the finances. So, in search of a husband, right? stable man for your children, a stable partner financially for your children. Some people are not, they don't want, they're, oh, I'll never marry a woman, or I'll never date a woman that has children. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, somebody dated your mother. And how many parents are out here that are really, unless they're like in their young teens, right, and they don't have no kids. So miss me with the should they be dating? You know, it can get a little particular when you're dating a woman that has children, right? However, don't cut that blessing off just because you're hearing the norm say, "Well, I'll never marry." It's the same thing. A woman who won't date a man because he's got children. Now, we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. I think it was on M3's panel. 3 is my limit. A man has 10 children. That's way above my pay grade. I don't care how well he takes care of his children. That's just too much for me. He may need to try to go work it out with one of the mothers. Like, you shouldn't be out here now looking for mother number 11. Like, that to me is and especially if it's not with one woman, you have all these children, because we know chances are these people are having multiple children with multiple people. Rarely are you seeing 5 kids or 10 kids coming out of a single household, right? So the dating pool gets a little hairy and a little scary when things start to, when it's that. But Sagittarius, that may be the situation. Could be that somebody does have children. You may be at a crossroads at the moment where you're like, there's something missing in my life, and children, I don't have children. It's just something to think about. I'm not saying, Foxy is not saying, yes, be a father to these children or be a mother to these children. It's just an option. These children are a blessing, first and foremost, right? And this could add something to your life that you didn't know was missing. Okay. So am I promoting the single parenting, dating? I'm not the poster child of it, but I'm a product of it. So I'm a product of it, and I did it as well. So nothing wrong with it. I turned out just fine. My children just turned out just fine. There was no crazy, nobody had to go to jail for doing something inappropriate. I think we get caught up in the too much of what society's social mores are, and you don't even know what you're missing out in life because you're listening to some bozo. All right, so we got love calls here, Sagittarius. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Now, we got camera here, middle of the deck in reverse, and bottom of the deck is the butterfly in reverse. Now, Sagittarius, this could also be a childhood sweetheart. Okay, this could be somebody reaching out to you from the past, a blast from the past, and wanting to make this love connection with you, or love call, or just get to know you, and it can turn into some type of love connection. But that could be another alternative there happening. Okay, let's get some initials. You got initial T and initial U. Initial T and initial U. All right, so that was it for the fire signs. Now let's get you guys an oracle, and we're moving on to earth energy, and then we are done. All right. I will be doing all romance readings for the rest of the week up until Valentine's Day, the 14th. I may do, if anybody wants to get mini readings on that day as far as romance, it will be I'll have it set up because I haven't decided yet as far as payment, not donation. It could be donation, but I'll inform you guys more closely to when we get closer to that. But I'll be doing so. Check the shorts, check the community section because that's where I put all information, notifications, updates. Also, if you're on my Instagram page, you'll see there that I put the reels there too. So check that. I do put updates on my Instagram as well. Again, I'm currently not doing any private readings. That's to be determined. So I haven't gotten any, I don't have a start date. I don't have a tentative. I ain't even looking. I know when I first started doing the private readings was back in February of 2022 when I had opened up my website back then on 222. So it was significant then, but right now, just as you can see, Leo, my Venus in Leo, I'm coming through my depression and my grieving process, going through some stuff. So just not really haven't gotten to that. So I'm sorry, apologies for those who do want a personal reading. The closest you'll get is doing a mini reading here next week on live. That's the closest. All right, fire signs. Not fire signs. Yes, fire signs. Here is your wisdom oracle message. All right, so you guys got here and now. Number 32 breaking down to 5. So this is about change. Yes, it's about change. And bottom of the deck is a change in the wind. Number 12 breaking down to 3. So of course Leo is going to need to hear that message. Of course Sagittarius is going to need to hear that message. And most likely Aries, because you guys have been you got some things going on, but specifically Sagittarius and specifically Leo, the here and the now, staying focused. Again, Sagittarius, you were the ones looking, accountability and stuff like that, and seeing where you come from so far, right? With whether it be with work, just in life, right? So taking account into that. Leo's being in the present, even though some things have happened in the past, those things can't change, especially if you lost a loved one, right? It's just being in the present. It's showing up for yourself today. You can't show up for tomorrow. That can possibly happen, but it's the now. Today you can show up, right? So, and giving yourself a little wiggle room to go through some things. The card has a little egg here and a house. So, this is also your temple, your body. So giving your body some time. Sagittarius with that 7, who's got the 7 of Pentacles? And anyway, with the 7 of Pentacles here, I think that was Sagittarius. It's really cultivating yourself, taking time to take better care of yourself. Here you got this girl laying here, she's all wounded up. This is the 4 of Swords. So in this world that we're going through right now, it's already rough out there. It's already going through something. So we have to be gentle with ourselves because outside isn't. And so, self-care, self-preservation, not watching certain things on TV that just only upset your mind, right? Not engaging with certain people that all they do is gossip, or all they do is show negative memes, or all they do is get high and get drunk, right? Or all they want to do is go slide off and sleep with somebody. Those are all unhealthy things. And Right here, right now is where you need to draw the road, draw the line in the road as to what you will no longer be doing, right? And what you will be doing moving forward. All right, air sign. So that is your message. Is that air sign? Fire sign. I'm confused. Fire signs. All right, let me read the messages. And then we're off to Taurus. You know I love them. See? Love it. Raised by a single. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. But you know, society out here, that man sphere. I don't know about all that. I listen to everybody. I try to be open-minded to all things, but it's just certain things just be so foolish. And I'm of a different ilk. I'm in a different season and a different caliber of things in life. And this new folk, these new wave of people that are like, no, you shouldn't be with her. She's got kids because that's baggage and da 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 da. What if you have something good to bring to that family? So in my mind, all I'm thinking is you're thinking about just sex. You're just thinking about that woman. That's it. Again, if she's like Claudine and got 9 kids, that's a bit much. That would turn me off, and I'm a woman. That's a lot. That's a lot to take on. But if it's a woman or a man that has 1 or 2 children, and whether he has them by himself, like, you know, from one woman, or he has 2 different women, but he takes care of this. Like, I feel like we need to know our standards. But to cut your nose to spite your face just because it's like, we should never. Like, y'all want to band together, you know? What if it was your mother that somebody was this your mom's because, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's that little manosphere thing, this new thing, this new age of shit that they have out here. Like, what? It's like we were never talking like that. And you know what? Guess what? In Claudine, that was a real situation. I don't know if it was a true story, but listen, that man took on those kids. He worked. Unfortunately, they told her she had to get on welfare so that the government can take care of the family. And James Earl Jones was like, oh, to hell they're not. I work. I pay the bills. Right? So we're losing the side note. We're just waiting for the internet to not act up. Just waiting for the internet to go. Okay. So we're losing a generation or generations that feel that they are so much better than their ancestors or their parents. And here's to that. Yeah, you're a little better off than your parents were and your grandparents. But how dare you disrespect them? How dare you think you too big for your britches? Because you what have technology? What? Because you can go get bitcoins now? What? Because you can. Do you really know the work and the work ethic that your parents, grandparents, and great grandparents had to do? You would ball over. You little youngins would ball over in a circle, crying of the amount of work. And I get it. It's a new generation, and some of y'all like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the 9 to 5. I don't want to do that. Okay. But don't disrespect those who paved the way before you so your little narrow dusted behind could be here. Don't ever disrespect them. I don't care how right or wrong you think that they were. Oh, they should have did it this way. I would have did it this way. Oh, really? You crying because you can't get Cash App. What's the Cash App? You can't get out there and go and work on construction or toil the fields and stuff like that, but you worried about why your Cash App ain't working? Shitting me? Like that gets on my nerves. Like that, the entitlement of it all. Don't ever disrespect the grandparents, the ancestors that paved the way to put your little behind here. And then you want to sit there and talk about the modern man and the modern woman. What? Some kids don't even know how to brush behind their teeth right. You talking about modern woman. What's modern when you got Transformers, robots in disguise? What's modern? The most that your grandmother did was put on a nice little wig. But she still kept it together. Oh, and my grandmother had natural hair. So she used to curl her hair up at night, every night. Modern woman. Please. Sure. Both, can you just close the door for me? Thank you. Thank you. No, not yet. I'm about to do Taurus. I'm just venting because we have to. There's some people out in this world that is like, and it irks me sometimes because they're talking about the modern man and the modern woman. You don't even know how to make a hot meal. But you talking about how you want somebody to be X, Y, and Z? Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. All these new age terms. When you don't even know what? What's modern? When I hear modern, I think the Jetsons. The Jetsons cartoon where it was like futuristic. That's modern. What are you talking about modern? Or you'll hear, no, I want them to be in the house and cooking, kitchen. That's not modern. That's antiquated. But that's life. What's modern? Modern is having robots in your house, technology. That's modern. The upgrade. which means is you won't be too far from buying robotic dolls, sex dolls. I'm calling that your upgrade. Let's continue. Gotta move on. Taurus, you're up. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's here for you. Oh, legs cramping. All right. See, let's hear with Taurus. Let's hear it for the boys. All right, Taurus, what you got going on here for Aquarius season? All right, so you have Page of Swords. All right, so new beginnings, new ideas, uh, air energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You also have here middle of the deck strength card, so that's Leo energy, fire energy, and then the Three of Wands bottom of the deck, more fire energy. So Taurus, this is what I'm getting, and I can't emphasize it any more, especially to my son. School, possibly going back to school or getting a trade, or definitely looking into getting a trade to do with electrician. You could be, if you have applied, that this is a student who is like junior or senior. This could be, or even a, a middle schooler who's like eighth grader. So you could be getting a letter from the school of choice that you picked, recommendations. Okay. But I'm getting more that for you, Leo, not Leo, you could be getting some information from a Leo. Um, yes, but Taurus, there is something coming along the way via mail for you. So be on the lookout for that. There could be a letter or a book that's showing you you might have went to like either order a book or you inquired about a book that has different occupations in there to give you an idea of various job placements, job opportunities. All right, let me see if I can fix that. Okay. um but it would be more towards either the spring semester or the fall semester. So looking into some may be looking into financial aid. So I think there's deadlines of when you have to do that. Some are too early to apply for. Some you could start in the spring, and then some again around the fall. Um, but this is what I'm getting, is that you may be possibly wanting to go ahead and enroll in the fall, or more if you don't want to do like actual academia, it'll be uh, like a trade. So HVAC, electrician. Again, don't get caught up on the gender of the card. This could be a male or a female, right? Masculine and feminine. With the Three of Wands right here too. Yeah, you're contemplating on something. Could be long distance, at a distance, but something's coming in for you. Now, whether you like you sent out for information, just look for it in the mail. It'll come to you. Um, but yeah, Taurus, this is your time. You probably were, toiling back and forth with, should I go to school this semester, or should I do this, should I pick up this trade this year? wanting to change what you're doing. Maybe you don't want to do traditional college or traditional schoolwork, and you want to pick up a skill. This is the time. This is the time. But get your information first before you just jump into, oh yeah, I'm going to be an HVAC, and you don't know nothing about it. Maybe pick up some of the books that they have to study for. There may be a test for that, right? So that's what you want to. That's what you want to do there, Taurus. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department. Whoa. So romantic feeling. Woo. All right now. All right. And make an effort, bottom of the deck. So middle of the deck is wedding. All right, Taurus. All right. Wait, did I use middle? Yeah. So it says here, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm getting that this could be somebody that you meet if you're not in a relationship, Taurus, that this could be somebody that you meet while doing job training, or doing this school training, or going to school. Like, I feel like there'll be something that'll be blossoming from that. And or if not, this is something coming up in the springtime. This a romantic feeling coming through. Somebody who I feel like it's somebody that you like, but then you don't think like that's the person, like that's your person. That's why it's saying make an effort here. Because there may be something they could be like too nerdy for you, too studious, too scholarly, and you feel like that's not you, or that's not your type. But this person does things for you. They might actually teach you a few things, or start talking to you about certain trades that you may be interested in and want to get into, because now it's equal opportunity. So women could do bricklaying, they can do HVAC, they can do carpentry, they can build houses. So you know uh those type of things. So what else is there? That's too many. All right, so yep, Cupid's arrow. All right, so springtime. Okay, we got paradise that fell out, happiness, joy. It's in reverse, because I feel like you may not think of this person in that way, and maybe you feel like they may be out of your league because they like study, or they present themselves in a certain way where you're just like, no, I can never get that. They're like, that's trust me, they're on the same level as you. They just don't show it. They might be more serious about their schoolwork or serious about their business. Um, where that kind of throws you off, but get to know them, and then we got sunglasses here, watching, stalking. Yeah, that's you. You're like looking, Taurus, where it's like, I don't know, like you just peep them from the side. This could be somebody you're going to class with now, where you're looking at them like, hmm. So you don't know, but springtime comes around, there could be some stuff there. The birds get to chirping, arrows, Cupid's arrow. Okay, so we got initials V, D, and N. So I got three. So we got initials N, V, and D, Taurus. That is your reading. All right, so let's move on to Virgos. 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 Virgo, first sign. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let me just check the comments really quickly. How much is going on, Foxy? Yeah. Oh, so much is going on, right? I need to hear all this. Yeah, man. Okay, so let's get back. So Virgo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Earth energy. And I believe Virgo is run by Venus. That's her mother planet. Okay. So let's go. What is the message here in Aquarius season for Virgo? What is going on, Virgo? Okay, so you got the Three of Swords here in reverse. A lot of other cards came out, so we won't take those, but that one showed up. And then the Eight of Wands in reverse here, so fire energy. The Three of Swords has to do with breakups, all right? So Virgo, you could have been coming out of a very tumultuous relationship, toxic relationship. I feel like you're going through a healing process at the moment. This could be like could have been a codependent relationship where somebody just needed to have you around them always, or this was you. Pisces and Cancer, they're sister signs to each other. So this is very much so that type of clinginess. Virgos are the mutable signs as well, like a Pisces. The Three of Swords is air energy. So you could have been dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. All right. But this energy is ending, and I feel, and this is for the betterment of Virgo, because there's a lot of ugliness in this relationship. And you could have them blocked, right, with this eight of wands here in reverse. So, which is good, letting all ties go and stuff. We have here the Six of Swords right underneath all that too. So, moving away, you might not be able to move away from them, financially, but just working to get yourself better is the first part. Yeah, you definitely could be dealing with a Libra, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, right? Or a Gemini. All right. Somebody who's just manipulative and, basically wants you to be with them like it's their way and no way, right? But for some reason, somehow, the relationship has ended. Hallelujah. It's gone. However it happened, good for you. You may not be physically out of the house if you are living together, but this needed to happen. All right. And we are in Aquarius season right now, so this could have happened just a couple of days ago. That's probably why you may not be able to make certain moves, but you'll figure it out. You will figure it out. All right, let's go into the romance department. Could have been a marriage. Mm-hmm. For reads, I can't speak anymore. Finances and careers. Okay, middle of the deck is true love. Bottom of the deck is this could be the one. No, it can't. That's why it's in reverse. All right, forget about that true love. It may be, but not now. All right. Finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. This could have been what the issue was, but I feel for you, Virgo, you're going to be finding a way to, you know, stock up, uh, get some money together and make some moves and do what you have to do. Um, to really like sever ties. But this also could have been an issue as well. Somebody um might not have been working, or you were the breadwinner, or they were the breadwinner, and they're like, there's always something, or you always need this or something, or you got it. You know what I mean, right? So finances can turn people ugly when there is lack of, and some people don't know how to struggle through that and be cordial with each other about it, right? Because if you have nothing, then what? Why are we fighting then? So, um, you're doing what you need to do to make things happen for yourself, Virgo. What else? Okay, so yeah, healing heart and cassette. Healing heart says you're healing from a breakup, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. And then cassette, outdated way of thinking, replaying events over in your head. That's over with. You're not thinking about that stuff. The snake here, malicious, looking over your shoulder, other woman, competition. There could have been a whole plethora of toxic things that happened in this relationship. Could have been, womanizing, cheating, financial, you name it, all the good stuff, right? All the good stuff that would make for a very bad relationship, drugs, alcohol, toxicity, things of that nature. All right, but you are finding your way out, Virgo. All right, let's get you some initials. So we have R and G, letters R, G. All right, so that is your reading. And last of the earth signs, Capricorn, the goods. The goods. All right, so where are we at? All right, so Capricorn. Let's do this. Waiting on some good. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So now doing for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay. Okay, so what's Capricorn's message here in Aquarius season? And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So that's that father figure, patriarch, king, discipline, right? Capricorns are the father of the zodiac, while Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Right? You, you. That's too many. Hold on now. What's Capricorn? Okay, so you guys have the Five of Wands, all right? That is Earth energy. Middle of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. That's Earth energy. And the Three of Cups, water energy in reverse, bottom of the deck. Shell. Capricorn, with this five here, anytime we see five, that's like we see here in the chat, that has to do with changes, could do with conflicts, confusion, and chaos. Of course, this card would show us that there's some conflicts going on, that there's some confusion going on. There's some people here that are trying to reach for your light. You could be a boss or manager, and there's some people who are vibing for your attention. There's could be coming up to like increases right now, or this is you vying for that particular spots at work, right? Which is bringing you more money, right? Higher salary. But there's also a lot of people that are just they're around you to cause conflict and confusion, right? But you are on this path. So I see is that, while even though these people are around you, you're on top and everybody else is kind of just around you. But at some point, they were there causing some confusion and some conflict. With the Three of Cups in reverse here, these most likely are friends, close friends, family members that, you have to kind of step away from at times, because there's a lot of backbiting and a lot of back talking and a lot of competition going on, right? We also have underneath that is the Capricorn, is the devil sign, and that's Capricorn energy. So someone being very malice towards you or malicious. This could be somebody at work, right? So just kind of keeping your feelers up, keeping your guard up in a sense. At work, you have every right to apply for this position because you're qualified, right? You know how to get work done. That's what Capricorns do. They know how to get their job done, and they do it efficiently. It's no surprise that they wouldn't be in a managerial or some type of supervisory position or boss position, because they know they are the leaders. They are the leaders in the earth and earth signs as well. So go for that position. If it means you moving away out of this like crumbs of a job or crumbs of a position where you're at like low level, low paying, you have every right to apply for the higher position there. All right. But just definitely, you know how the saying goes, keep your enemies, keep your enemies close, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. That's how you do it. Play that card. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department. And what's the other thing? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That part. On a strategic level, I'm not saying like you should be best friends, because I feel like the enemy of my enemy me be friends. No, I don't want to be friends with any enemy. But you know what I mean. The art of war. All right, Capricorn. Now let's see what's going on in the love department. Okay. All right, so no, why you got too many cards, you all? Okay, so you have here getting to know each other in reverse as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. There's that three. There goes that third party situation. All right. Middle of the deck is it's safe. It is safe for you to love. Bottom of the deck is flirt in reverse. I don't know about all this. That's why I said the enemy of my enemy is your friend, right? Something like that. Because this is what I'm getting. Somebody that you know that's close to you. This could be like a family or friend. I feel like they just all they do is just talk about people, and that's not the type of person that you would want in your life. Because I feel like they if they talk about others, guarantee they're going to talk about you to others. Now, Capricorn, I don't know. This could be one or two people, I don't know, but there's somebody either you work with or you're cool with at home or like a buddy. Because there's a group of people, and in this group of people, it's like they share each other. They go back and forth. It's kind of like swingers. Or, there's three-party situations going on. And I almost feel like they know that. It's almost like you're the only one that doesn't know this. Or maybe you do, but you're in your own zone. You're in your own lane. But there's this, it's two guys or he, because there's five women here, right? There's three here, two in the other card. There's five men here. So I don't know. I feel like he's like a gigolo, or he just gets around to all like his friends' girls. That's why I said like it could be family related to. It's very weird. So just yeah. Don't get to know them. Because I feel like you kind of know what's going on, Capricorn. But you don't really entertain any of that. And this could be if this is a female Capricorn, you could tell that this guy gets around. Like he tries to talk to my girlfriend, my best friend. He tried to talk to the other girl there, the other co-worker or something like that. So I feel like somebody knows it, but don't try to like. This person is not who you should be talking to on a romantic level. All right, yeah, we got sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. It came out in reverse. Middle of the deck is soulmate, and bottom of the deck is the sword and the rose. Clarity, honor, Protection. Yeah, so protect your energy, because I feel like this person will just like try to talk to anybody. If it's a guy, like I feel like he's like one of those guys that any woman looks at him and he's like, oh, how you doing? And it's just like ew, like where are your, like I hate men like that. Like you just, anybody that'll say good day to you or smiles and you just like, oh, can I talk to you? Like that's the kind of person that this person is, and I feel like he's like at a work environment. So ladies, you know this person, he has no interest. He's just anybody who opens their legs, he's for it. For the men Capricorn, you know, you may think this girl is pretty, but she gets around. She's probably gotten around with your friends, your co-workers, stuff like that. So I leave that all alone. All right, so we're finished. We're going on to the wisdom oracle for the earth signs. Oh wait, let me get your letter. Letters are V. The initials are V and X for Capricorn. V and X. All right. So let's get your wisdom oracle. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what is the message for the earth signs. Earth sign. What's the message? Okay, so you guys have chop wood, number 42, breaking down to 6. Chop wood. All right, middle of the deck is serendipity. In reverse, bottom of the deck is thinker, number 44. Okay, so earth signs, you know, this is cool that it showed up chop wood because that's earth energy, right? Wood, earth energy. And we're also going to be going into the year of the dragon, the wood dragon. So 42, that's breaking down to 6. So that has to do with harmony, you know, clearing the air, clearing your homes. You know, you are earth energy, so getting grounded. Um, you may think about putting up an altar for your deceased family members. Doesn't have to be anything big. Just know when you're doing an altar, if you're into that. Altars consist of the 4 elements. So that's, you know, wood or earth, right? Air is incense, fire is candle, and a little glass of water. And you can put up a picture of your deceased one or deceased ones there and just paying homage and thanking them, you know, for their existence, for your existence, right? And just because, you know, this is that new year coming up in April. So you want to start, you know, anew and cleaning in your house and getting that old stagnant energy of, you know, winter and just of you being in the house all the time because, you know, colder seasons and things of that nature, and just start doing like some spring cleaning and just clearing out the air. You know, setting up, maybe feng shuiing your house, your room, you know, putting it in different directions, you know, according to where you live, because I know each direction means a certain thing. So north, you don't want to put your bed up at north because that's where like the headaches are, or block, right? There's blockage there. Or if you put your head towards the south, that's where, you know, spirit is, and that's the dead. So so look into that, right? You know, thinker here, doing that research, looking into ways to feng shui your home, right? Your bedroom, your area of where you're most likely to be at, so that you have, you're clear minded, you're clear thinking, but also I feel like, setting up a little something for your family. And it could be off just to the side on the table, just, with the elements there, and a picture, and just letting your ancestors, know that you think of them, you care for them, you're thankful for them, etc. All right. Okay, so that was it. Those was all signs in the season of Aquarius. Check into the community section where I'll be posting all updates and all information. Check my shorts because I'll be doing the romance readings from now until February 14th. And with all that, I bid you adieu. Peace out. And let me check the comments before I leave. And hope that I didn't miss nobody. Okay, so we're good. All right, and everybody that I didn't see while I was reading, salute to you guys. Salute to the replay gang that's coming through. Just all now you have to do is just get to that particular sign and listen to me go through all of it. We figured it out. Thanks to my Wally for helping me on this technological era, because I'm like, how do I get this and how do I put this up? So salute to Wally. All right, guys, thank you so much. Peace.